So the first card is the situation, 2026. I'm going to have a card for the energy underlying the situation, which I'm going to pick, and the advice. And then I feel like this card will need some sort of explanation. And then Zen Master Sebastian Rizan, would you want to pick one card? So the situation, we have the teacher. The energy underlying the situation is healing. And then we have two cards for the advice. We have sensuality, and we have the path of least resistance. And then the fifth card we have is the universe's instinct. This is a very timely spread, I would say. The teacher as a situation is twofold. One, life is a teacher in itself. So this 2026 will be a teacher for all of us. But also, as we are moving through 2026, make sure you do have a teacher. You have someone you can rely on. You have someone who can keep your mind clear, can help you process complex situations. So life in itself will be a teacher, but make sure you do have someone that you can talk with, someone that can help you along in this ride, because it will be, as Master Sebastian said, it can be confusing. It's a fire horse, it's a wild animal. It's gonna go fast, it's gonna blaze through uncharted territories. So having someone who can keep you not confused and bring you back in reality, bring you back, ground you back. We all need someone. We can't do this alone. So make sure you do have that person, you do have that institution, you do have this kind of community that you can rely on throughout the year, as this 2026 will be also a year of teaching. The energy underlying the situation is an energy of healing. So 2025, 225 is number 9. It's the number of closures. And it was a snake year. So the snake is all about introspection. It's all about internal stuff. And then dealing with our own trauma and healing and progressing in our own life. And then 2026 is a number 1, 226, 10, 1. So it's a year of new beginning. The healing that we did in 2025 will come through in our lives in 2026 into the external, in our external reality. All of that healing that we did will show up. We will have tests along the way to test us how far we've come along in our healing journey. But throughout, as this year also will continue our healing journey into what we can do, what we can manifest, what we can bring up in this world. So, and then with this energy, we have two cards, sensuality and the path of least resistance, as an advice. Sensuality is all about bringing us back to our bodies. It's about the 5 senses. It's about what we smell, what we touch, what we can see, the beauty, the feelings that we have, and then bringing us back to our bodies. And it is, again, very important for a fire horse year, because you can very easily just get your head, your mind into the next thing and the next moment and the next thing to achieve, because that's the energy that we're going to have next year. But the sensuality, the being in our own body, brings us back to a state of grounding, to a state of clarity. And then the path of least resistance, a lot of paths will be open in 2026. There will be a lot of choices. There will be a lot of different directions to go. How are you going to choose which path to take? So 2 things. Zen Master Sebastian Rizan talks about keeping our mind clear, meditating, and then keeping ourselves balanced on this horse, but also the path of least resistance. What does the path of least resistance mean? It means if something is too complicated, if it doesn't flow, it's probably not the right path. So keeping in mind, instead of like just forcing through with force, where is ease? Find ease in your life. Connect with your heart, bring clarity to yourself, and then find the path of least resistance. Find where ease is. And then the last card is the universe's instinct. Life has its own flow. Whether you want this direction or you want that direction, life has its flow. That's the universe's instinct. It pushes us to an expansion. It gets us to a certain direction. You can be easily blindsided if you think you have a total 100% control over the how you want things to be. You don't have that kind of control. What you can do is listen, again, bring clarity to your mind, and then bring grounding and bring balance. And with that kind of clarity, you will be able to hear, where is that universe leading you? Where is that like flow leading you? Where is the flow of life leading you? And then find the path of least resistance within that flow of life. There's going to be a lot of momentum and a lot of fire, but to have really great year, you have to be able to sit with clarity and to be able to feel where the flow is taking you and be able to discern where is that path of least resistance, so we can be in that flow. And remember to bring yourself back in your body. Live this life fully with all of your senses. I wish you all 10,000 ways of good luck and fortune in this new year.